So, over the last few months, something interesting has been happening. My LinkedIn inbox has been absolutely been filled up with messages from mid-career professionals. And when I read them, I notice one common theme. Almost 9 out of those 10 messages say something like this: Sir, I need help in finding a better opportunity. And every time I saw that message, I could sense the frustration behind it. You have worked hard for years. You have put in the effort. You have handled pressure. You have delivered projects. But despite all of that, you still haven't got the salary hike that you expected or the promotion that you deserved. If you are somewhere between 5 to 20 years in your career, you have probably felt this too. Today's video is about why this happens and how can you change it. Here's the honest truth most of the people overlook. You're not stuck because you lack skill. You are not stuck because you are not talented. You are not stuck either because you are not hardworking. Most of the mid career professionals are stuck because they are invisible. Invisible to the leadership, invisible to the opportunity, invisible to the people who decide salary and promotions. And invisibility is silent. You don't feel it happening. It does not show up on any feedback form, but it slowly blocks your career growth year after year. You have probably seen this at least once. Someone younger, someone less experienced, someone who joined later than you gets a bigger salary hike, a better project, or a faster promotion. And it stings. It feels unfair. But here's the real explanation: that person did not necessarily work harder. They did not necessarily contribute more. They were simply more visible. They showed up where it mattered the most. They were known. Their work was recognized. Their presence was felt. In the corporate world, visibility beats effort all the time. Not because the world is unfair, but because leaders can only reward what they see. This idea becomes clearer when you understand how companies function. Leaders don't know every detail of what you do. They don't know the number of late nights you have put in. They don't know the fires you quietly solved at 11 p.m. They don't know how much pressure you carry behind the scenes. They only see the outcomes that reach their attention. And the outcomes that reach them comes from people who stay visible. Visibility is not bragging. It's not self-promotion. It's not politics either. Visibility is simply the skill of making your work discoverable. The same way YouTube creators make their videos discoverable, the same way writers make their content discoverable. If people don't see your value, they can't reward your value. And the big question is, how do you become invisible at the first place? I see three common patterns. The first one is you assume your work will speak for itself. No, it won't. If it did, the best performers would always get promoted. And we know that that's not what exactly happens. The number two, you rather focus entirely on execution. You become the dependable person who takes ownership. But leadership rewards people who show clarity, communication, and initiative, not just execution. And three, you underestimate visibility as a skill. You think visibility is for outgoing people or extroverts or the political ones. But visibility is a learnable skill, just like negotiation is, just like communication is, just like leadership is. And once you learn it, your career stops feeling random, it becomes predictable. Now let's get a little practical. This is the most important part of this video. Here are 5 visibility habits you can start practicing immediately without politics, without bragging, and without manipulation. These tiny habits create massive visibility over a period of time. The number one is share progress, not just results. Most professionals only communicate after completing a task. But visibility is built when you share your progress along the way. Send short updates like, here's what we achieved this week. This part is completed. Here's what's coming next. Flagging a small delay. Here's how I am handling it. These tiny updates keeps you on the radar, shows consistency, builds trust, and positions you as someone who drives momentum. Leaders remember consistent movement more than they remember the final outcomes. 2. Step into conversations instead of waiting to be invited. In meetings, most of the mid-career professionals they just stay silent even when they have ideas. You tell yourself, I should not interrupt. Maybe someone else will say it. I will speak when I am fully sure. But silence communicates something too. It communicates absence. Here's a simple visibility hack. Speak once in every meeting. You can ask a thoughtful question, summarize what you understood, offer one insight, or suggest a small improvement. You don't need to dominate the room, you just need to signal your presence. Over time, people start seeing you as someone who thinks, not just someone who executes. Number 3, solve problems before they become escalations. This is one of the fastest visibility boosters in any organization. Most people wait for issues to explode. Visible professionals spot them early. A visible professional says, I noticed this risk earlier. I have done A, B, C. Here are the options if we need to adjust. This immediately establishes you as someone who reduces fire, who protects the timelines, who creates the stability, who handles uncertainty. Leaders love people who make their life easier. And this habit makes you that very person. 4. Communicate the why behind your work. Most of the people only communicate what they did, whereas visible professionals communicate why it matters. Instead of saying, I finished the dashboard, you can say, I finished the dashboard. It will reduce the reporting time by 20% and help the team make faster decisions. This one sentence elevates your impact many a fold. Leaders think in terms of business outcomes. So when you link your work to impact, they see you as someone who creates that value, not someone who just completes the tasks. The fifth one is building cross functional relationships. Your reputation does not grow vertically, it grows horizontally. Here are some of the steps or some of the ways to build cross team presence. You can have a 10-minute coffee chats with people from other teams, or volunteer for cross functional projects, or share insights or templates that helps the other departments, or offer support when a team member is short on bandwidth. As more teams know you, your visibility spreads. And when multiple teams know you, multiple leaders know you, that's when opportunity starts coming to you instead of you chasing them. So to summarize, share progress, stay on top of mind, speak once per meeting, show your presence, solve early, build that trust, explain the why, demonstrate the impact, build relationships, amplify the reputation. Practice this for 3 months and you will see a noticeable difference. Practice them for an year and people will say you have got lucky. But it is not luck, that is visibility. If you are a mid-career professional who is feeling stuck, please remember this. You are not behind. You are not lacking talent. You are not late either. You are just invisible. And once you understand that, everything else starts to shift. I would love to hear from you. Drop in the comments and I will respond to that. And if you have found this thing useful, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.